Hey, Taurus, intuitive soul coach here with your July 2023 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, Taurus, beautiful energy here. Right away, I'm hearing I am the VP. So some of you may be vice presidents of your company or of a company. I'm also getting here rising above money issues or rising above conflict or challenges in the workforce or workplace. I'm getting here balance. I'm getting justice scales as well. So some of you could have been dealing with the law. You may be in the legal system, such as maybe you're a lawyer or you do administrative or paperwork tasks. I feel that there could be some sort of new soul contract or business contract coming in because I'm getting that judge of the stamp of approval, seal the deal, or even notarize. Some of you may be notary publics, or you may be getting something notarized in the month of July. So let us start here. Now, in the recent past, you do have the nugget showing up, Taurus. And when this nugget shows up, this can be a small increase within your financial sector. Some of you may have gotten a raise, a promotion, an increase. I am getting ascension energy, and I'm seeing a lot of threes here for you as well. And threes are all about creativity, harmony, birthing new ideas, new creative inventions, but it's also about advancement. So a lot of you, you're getting really honest about what you need to do to grow, right? There's valuable information coming in. You have a fresh start. This is steady work, building a career, whether you are an entrepreneur or you work for someone else, but this is an increase. And I'm also getting here that a lot of you, you're feeling more confident than you have been in quite some time. So there's this energy of confidence that is exuding from you, and other people see that as well, but it's of healthy confidence, healthy ego. It's not of arrogance. And I feel like you're magnetized as well in the month of July and even into August, because we have the clover showing up in your future. Now, in the month of July, you have the award. This is about winning money. Some of you, it's a payoff or a payout. It could be that legal energy I'm feeling here as well. This is about recognition. For those of you that are in the spotlight, possibly social media, or maybe you're an actor, an editor, or you've been wanting to get your work out into the world, this is a really powerful time to do so. Launch that new idea that you've had. Start that website. Open that YouTube channel. Put yourself out there because you are getting recognized. This is about advancement. I love this. It says that here. And that's what was coming in earlier, even before I noted. So professional work is being highlighted for you and you're getting rewards for it. Some of you are actually getting a medal, a plaque, a trophy, or you're handed some sort of award, or that could be something you are working towards. For example, I think when you hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, YouTube will actually send you a beautiful plaque award. I feel like that could be happening. Some of you, maybe you're YouTubers, but for others of you, there is something that you will be able to see, physically see and touch, that's coming in here for you. I love this. For others of you, you are rising to fame, whatever that may mean for you. It could be just growing and advancing within your business where other people respect you more. And that's important for you, Taurus, is respect. And for those of you that's one of the goals, is more respect in what it is that you do, or maybe attracting more patients or clients, or connecting with the right target market. Respect is key. And I feel like there's that happening. There is respect. I also sense people are talking about you in a good light. So people are talking about what it is that you have to offer, or your skills or your talents, or maybe you've put out a resume and it's being discussed amongst others, but in a really positive light, which I love here for you. Now, Taurus, in the near future, you have the clover card. I am getting July 30th. I'm getting the end of July, even into August. There could be a lucky break coming in here for you. I'm getting 8, which is August energy, but it could also be within 8 weeks as well. Now we also have the good fortune, right? Wheel of fortune, possibly we may see in your reading. This is about you taking a chance. This is about finances. It could be an outdoor job. There could be risky business that shows up here for you, or a surprise. Now, I feel this is about you taking a risk, because as they say, you got to risk it to get the biscuit. And I feel like you're risking something here, but it's not that you could lose everything. It's more of risking by putting yourself out there. And that may feel like a risk because you're being vulnerable. And that's what I feel here for you, Taurus, is vulnerability is actually your greatest strength. And other people are going to admire and respect you for being vulnerable and for you putting yourself out there. That could be the risk for you. I mean, of course, for some of you, it may seem like a financial risk, or it may seem risky to maybe move in this direction, relocate, take that job, but I feel like it's going to pay off in a very powerful way. So let's dive into your reading here and take a look at the main energy, the overall energy for you in the month of July. Four of Swords, beautiful. So the Four of Swords comes after some challenges, right? So some of you, there has been some financial struggle. I'm getting power play as well. There could have been a power play based on money between you and a boss, you and a coworker, or maybe you and your own mental mind. You've been going over and over, overanalyzing, overthinking. There could have been some sort of rejection, disappointment, betrayal. But the Four of Swords says you've deserved this rest. So there's a little bit of a rest and pause showing up, but not in a way that's not going to benefit you. It's not saying that there's a pause in the form of not producing money or not making money, but that pause is necessary in order for you to rejuvenate, refresh. It's kind of like oiling up. It's stopping. If you are taking a road trip and you're going, 1,000 miles, you're going to have to stop along the way and gas up. And that's what I feel like is happening for you here. Yes, you've been going, but now it's time for you to kind of check in with yourself. Take a vacation in the month of July. Get out there. You have outdoorsy energy, so spend some time outdoors as well. This can be about career building, fresh start, getting out there, meeting new people, connecting, collaborating, networking. Because there was a time where you were near burnout. That may feel, some of you still feel a little bit burnt out because you've been overworking yourself, but there's some sort of rapport here coming, or a pause, just resting. I love this. You can see he has his suit and tie, but he has his pants pulled up there, and he has, his tie's a little bit looser, and he has a smile, and he's leaning back on this tree because he's feeling revitalized. So for those of you that do feel a little bit burnt out, take your lunch outside, right? Go outside, go sit next to that tree. If you only have maybe an hour or 15-minute break, go take off your shoes, step in the grass, get out there, smell the earth, and just touch the trees and get your feet grounded in the earth, because I feel like it's important for you to take some downtime for you. Take some downtime for you. The work's still going to be there, of course. You're still going to be making that money. For others of you, if you have gone through a challenge or a job loss or some sort of disappointment, there's definitely an increase because you're getting valuable information. There could be messages. I'm getting page energy and night energy coming in. So there could be some valuable news that shows up where you build up that confidence that you may have felt a little bit lost in. Let's take a look at the challenge. Excuse me, the challenge and how we can help you overcome whatever this challenge may be. How can we help you ride through it? All right. We have, excuse me, the Eight of Coins. So when this Eight of Coins shows up here for you, this can be about acquiring expert advice. For some of you, it can be about perfectionism. So for those of you that are perfectionists, this can be a time to allow yourself to rest, right? It doesn't have to be done, to that extreme. Because what I'm getting here for you, Taurus, is that some of you may be waiting for the perfect time, or you may be editing a book over and over and over, and that actually is causing a little bit of a delay. Perhaps you're wanting to launch an idea, or you're wanting to launch a plan or a service or a good, but you keep going back over and over and over and over, something because you feel like it's not quite perfect. But what's happening is it's delaying some sort of award. It's delaying some sort of fresh new start that you want for yourself. So when the Eight of Coins shows up, it can be about acquiring expertise, going back to that beginner's mindset and being open to discovering new things along the way. So yes, there could be a minor error that you find later on. Now, this does not mean don't edit or don't go back and double check your work. It means don't prolong because you're stuck in a cycle of perfectionism. Now, for others of you, this Eight of Pentacles showing up in reverse, this can be about driving yourself too hard, right? It's overworking, overthinking, driving yourself to the ground where you need this rest. You need that downtime. Just take a step back here, right? Just allow yourself to have this break, catch your breath, go out, enjoy time with your family, with your friends, take a little bit of that vacation if you are allotted to. This is about feeling inspired. And even though a lot of you are really wanting to gobble up every new piece of information, because this could be an exciting new path that you are on here, I do feel like there are additional resources or people that can come in and help you out as well, because I am getting here. It's important to let yourself pause, your mind rest a little bit because you don't want to have that burnout. But I also sense that some of you are feeling motivated in the month of July to keep on going, right? To learn, to grow, to evolve. We're going to do that anyway. It's not a race. It's not a marathon. So it's important for you to slow down, stop, and smell the roses along the way. Let's clarify here this Eight of Pentacles showing up. Now, a lot of you, you're definitely mastering your skills, right? You may feel like you are in training. There could be a brand new beginning here for a lot of you because you do have the fresh start. For others of you, thank you, Spirit. For others of you, you don't want to mess up. So you, of course, right? Who does want to mess up? But it's through those failures or through those struggles or challenges that we tend to master. We tend to continue growing. So don't be so hard on yourself, Taurus. Some of you really, you're cracking that whip really hard on yourself because you're trying to bring in maybe more balance. You have the justice scales, and I thought we mentioned justice in your reading in the very beginning, but if not, this is about legalities. It could be fairness. It could be truth. It can be judgments, not judging oneself as well. Some of you, you may have gone through a karmic cycle, a pattern, or some lessons. Queen of Voices here in reverse. Queen of Swords, when she's in reverse, she can be very sharp tongues, sometimes very cold. She doesn't always have those emotions to be able to deal with things, and they can come off a little bit brash. So I'm also getting, sometimes people may think of you at time, or this could be you onto another person. You could be judging another person because they're quite opinionated. They can be quite harsh. You feel like they're cold-blooded or they don't have a heart, or maybe someone is intimidated by you as well. Please take it as roles can be reversed here. But Knight of Inspiration says it's important to take action and to stay open, stay passionate, stay eager to these new beginnings. And it's okay to learn as you go, right? Because the Nine of Voices can be about anxieties. It can be about stress. It can be about, I'm getting control. So some of you may have felt controlled. Maybe you are letting your mind control you, or you, okay, this is about you also getting out of your own way with the Eight of Coins and allowing yourself to learn again or go back and learn something new in a different way. So we also have, again, that perfectionist here. Don't be so hard on yourself. If something failed or it didn't happen the way that you thought, you don't have to beat yourself up over it, is what I'm getting. So Taurus, let's take a look at what's below you. What do we have here? Thank you. We have, there it is, the Page of Swords. I love pages, and I felt page energy coming in, but this Page of Swords, there are strategic solutions showing up here. Look at him. He's excited. He is curious. There is that inventive part of him, and then there's that creative part of him as well, but the strategic side. So it's about blending the mind and the emotion together here. Now, some of you may have been disconnected from information, right? But now you have access to it. You always had access, but sometimes it can be trickier to try to find that connection, right? Whether it's in the form of financial abundance, whether it's helpful people, resources. This is saying here that you have this built-in ability. You really do. This is in your DNA. This is deep, deep past, but this is below you. This can be conditioning. You are a strategizer. You are a deep thinker here. But sometimes we forget that it's important to have emotions come into the mix here. A love for what it is that you do. There's something here with trusting in the magic, believing in the magic again, or knowing that something is possible and not staying too logical about a situation. Hence the Eight of Pentacles here. There's strategy happening within you, something that you've wanted to plan out for quite some time. If you've had a business plan, or if there's something you've wanted to do since childhood, this is your time to manifest and be creative in your approach on how to make that happen. I'm getting here spiritual work, professional work, growing. Some of you are taking classes. You could be learning through maybe a podcast, self-help. Some of you are finally in that master stage yourself where you may be holding yourself back because you feel like you don't know enough to teach, but you really do. Okay, some of you Taurus need to hear that. Some of you are ready to teach, but you feel like you're holding yourself back a little bit. All right, what do we have here? Let's see. In the recent past, you have the Nine of Wands. This is about you withstanding adversity because it feels like you want to give up at times. There's so much adversity out there. There's so much saturation in the market. Everybody may be, starting a YouTube channel, or everyone may be looking to get a remote position, work from home. So you may feel defeated at times. It may feel like drained defeat. I'm trying and trying and trying, but spinning my tires, getting nowhere. This is you saying, don't give up, right? This is your higher self being your biggest cheerleader and saying you have what it takes. You have this final push, this determination to find the motivation, find the persistence, find that discipline. Don't give up because you're so much closer than you think, Taurus. But this is recent past. So I do feel like a lot of you, this is about you getting honest with yourself about what you need to do to have and take and lead into this fresh start and to build your career up here. Because what we have coming in, the potential here, what's going on in the headspace is the Lovers. And when the Lover shows up when it comes to your career, this is about a euphoric choice, right? It's making a choice from that heart center. It is an unconditional choice to choose a career that's going to be fulfilling on all different levels. It used to be the choice card, the Lovers. But I'm getting here as well with this Gemini energy. It's about partnerships. It's about balanced decisions and soul contracts. And that's what I was picking up on in the beginning here is some of you may even be choosing to have a new contract. Something may have ended. And now you're having a new human experience to go off in a new way. So trust and listening to the soul and to the heart is key at this time. Because again, with the nugget, with the award, and with the clover, you are catching that lucky break. Let's clarify the Lovers showing up. What's going on in the headspace? I feel like a lot of you want to make a choice, but there's something getting in your way, and it could be perfectionism. All right, what do we have here? Six of Swords. So we have here moving on, which is good because remember, you started the Four of Swords and now the Six of Swords is about you going through this spiritual transition or spiritual journey to bigger and better, right? You're getting out of conflict. Five of Swords comes before this, and that can be struggles, mental conflict. It can be back and forth. It can be adversity. It can be our own minds tricking us out of what it is that we really want. And I feel like you're moving on from that because you have here Four of Materials. So there is a fear of not having the foundation or stability that you seek and desire. When the Four of Pentacles shows up, you may be withholding parts and pieces of yourself in fear of maybe judgment, criticism, or not being seen, heard, or shamed or humiliated. But you've been trying your best to overcome that. You've been trying your best to put yourself out there. And I feel like this is going to pay off, right? This is going to pay off. And you may just surprise yourself with some some ideas that you have or some steps that you take moving forward, because I'm getting here a level of shock factor, and that could be that risky business where you're taking a risk on yourself. You may be putting yourself out there, and that's completely unlike you, but I feel like you're stepping out of your comfort zone here. Yeah, you are. You're stepping out of your comfort zone, because we have in the near future, we have the Three of Wands, which is about notable growth. Look at that. She's a warrior here. Some of you, there was an unexpected setback. Yes, there was, but this is about growth, and you're going to notice it. And it actually says notable growth, and you have the award showing up, which talks about recognition, advancement, right? Fame. It is about a payoff here for your efforts. And that is confirmed by the Three of Wands. So in the near future here, you're going to make a choice because you have the Lovers. So the choice that you make, that's for your highest good when it comes to your finances, your abundance, your wealth, your career, you're going to see that your hard work paid off again. And because you didn't give up, but you needed to take a little bit of that pause, a little bit of that rest. That's why you have the Four of Swords. So you can regain that momentum, keep on going, because you're close to that finish line, whatever that may look like to you. Maybe it's a goal. It could be a new business, a new career path, a new opportunity. It could be eliminating an old way of thinking. And maybe that old way of thinking kept you set back or stuck. Okay, this is about you rising above and going all the way. And it's interesting because there's two energies coming from this card. It almost looks like she's sitting in meditation pose. So she's calm, cool, and collected. But then in her energy, she's also, it looks like she's running. So it's meaning here that you're able to keep going. You're able to stay persistent in your goals, but allowing yourself to pause, to meditate, to become aware of those surroundings and of your next choices moving forward. Make the choices for you. Taurus, some of you need to hear this. Don't let other people make those choices for you, whether it's a spouse. Of course, you could be talking with someone about it, but ultimately it's your soul's journey and it's your decision. So make sure that the decision that you are making is based on something that you would make independently and solo, if that were the option. Now, how are you feeling? You're feeling a little bit indecisive. You do have the Two of Swords showing up here, and this can be about making that difficult decision. Do I stay? Do I stay? Do I leave? Do I relocate? Do I save for this retirement? Do I take this risk? Do I take a chance? So you may be overthinking a choice at this time, because Two of Swords in reverse can be overthinking. It can be going back and forth. So if that's the case, go back to this Four of Swords, right? Go back to the Four of Swords, and you've earned some sort of rest. Step back from the problem. Step back, because again, I'm getting here rising above money issues or rising above some mental conflicts, some challenges, whatever this may be. You're going to be decisive. I feel towards the end of July, there's going to be some decisions that you've made because you have the Three of Wands. That is a decision being made. We're going to clarify some of these cards here for you. So I kind of want to go back onto the Lovers here once again and see what these choices are that you are examining. What's the choice card for for Taurus? Lovers is Gemini energy. We have Three of Cups. You don't want to feel left out. You don't want to feel like you're making a wrong decision as well. Three of Cups can be about celebrating with your friends, with your family, with your community. It can be about passing a test. For some of you, it is news of a new job or a new promotion, but there's going to be a choice that you need to make. Do I want to move forward? And some of you may be hesitating because you feel like you're going to miss out over here if you go forward, but I feel like you're not going to miss out. You've already experienced something. And even if it's something you miss out on this time, it's going to show up in your future journey down the road, right? So it's not like you're going to have to choose the better of the two, because they'll both show up on your soul's journey. And the reason why there's such a strong pull and a strong decision here is because they're both part of that soul's path, right? But you may feel like you only have one or the other. I hope that makes sense. Let's take a look at the Three of Wands. Three of Wands, notable growth. What is it that you're going to notice? What's this growth all about here? Ace of Materials, new beginning in the physical realm. You're taking that potentiality, the lovers, you're bringing it down to reality, and there's unlimited potential for you for prosperity, wealth, career, success, abundance. Whatever you want to tap into, you have this unlimited resource and tap available to you at all times. I love this for you. Knight of Emotions is being able to open your heart up to new proposals. It is about following your bliss. Some of you, it's about needing to make rational decisions again, but allowing your heart to stay open along the way, because you have the Emperor showing up here. This is about you being your own boss. This is about you taking the lead. It is about you catching that, not so much lucky break, because the Emperor, he's created his own luck. He's been through failures. He's been through setbacks. He's fell many, many times, but he gets back up again because he's not afraid of building his empire. He's not afraid of what comes at him. He may be afraid. He may certainly well be afraid. He probably is. But he strides forward in confidence, not self-doubt, because that self-doubt will keep you on the ground. And you don't want to be on the ground, Taurus. You want to be up here. And that's what you are vibrating at. You are starting to build more confidence within yourself, within your career. That's what you're taking a chance on. I really love this showing up for you. Now, let's take a look at what's going on in your environment. What's going on in your circumstances around you. I do feel other people are talking about you. I just heard that again here. So there could be some positive reviews coming in. You may get that call. Six of Cups. Beautiful. Yep. People from the past. If you've already submitted a project, an idea, an invention, a resume, people are talking about you here, because this can be about cherished memories. It can be about going over things again. It can be a card of nostalgia. Some of you may even be talking to a boss or someone that you used to work with about coming back on board or working with that person or with that client. You may hear from someone of the past that you've lost touch with. I'm also getting here with the Six of Cups. This is kindness. It is the card of second chance. And I feel like there is an act of kindness that either is coming to you or you are giving out, and trust in karma here, whether you are on the receiving end. But I do feel here that there is this blessing, and it may feel like a blessing in disguise, but it's actually going to bring in a lot of happiness here for you. I like the Six of Cups. All right, let's take a look at your, well, let's clarify the Six of Cups here. What else do we have for Six of Cups? Okay, Three of Swords. If there was something cut off from the past, okay, because some of you may have been fired, or someone may have betrayed you, or there could have been a difficult decision to make in regards to finances, I feel like you are overcoming that here, because there's more kindness, more compassion, more excitement as well coming in, because you have the Three of Swords showing up. So someone could also be disappointed that you're leaving them, okay, leaving their company. So if you are moving on, that could be challenging for you. Maybe you've been in a business, or you've been doing something for 20 years and you've grown to love the people that you're with. Maybe you're retiring as well. But I do feel like this is other people around you, sad or disappointment, or excuse me, disappointed that you're leaving, because I feel like you are a very big asset to the company, or you were very, very good at what you did, or they're realizing what they had, but they didn't realize it when they had it. I hope that makes sense. Let's take a look here at your hopes and fears. Taurus, hopes and fears, July 2023. What do we have for Taurus, please? The Queen of Swords. I love this. We have thinking strategically, right? The Queen of Swords, sometimes she can be, like I said, very blunt, right? She can be blunt. She can be a little opinionated. You don't want to deal with people that are cold-hearted, right? Now, the Queen of Swords, when she's feeling in her power, she is a blessing. She's very intuitive. She is a truth seeker. You can't lie to this Queen of Swords, right? You won't get away with it. So I feel like someone is seeking the truth, nothing but the truth. Even if it comes out a little bit harsh, right? You better be ready for the truth when this Queen of Swords shows up. I'm also getting here that there is integrity and honesty and intelligence showing up. And this is you. This is what you want in another person. And I'm also getting respect. She's carrying a book here, and it says it's the Atlas as well. So there's something here with relocating, or it could be you don't want to deal with another Queen of Swords. Some of you were dealing with someone who just was challenging, right? I mean, they may have been, power play, power strick here, but I feel like someone is disappointed. I mean, that Three of Swords could have been you, because we start with the Four of Swords. So you still may be feeling some of the effects of that Three of Swords. Let's take a look at the final outcome. What's the final outcome for Taurus in regards to career? Oh, okay. What do we have for Taurus, please? We have the Five of Cups. So it does feel like there is a little bit of a loss. It does feel like something here has been a challenge for you, but I do sense here there's going to be some new choices, new decisions. There's an opportunity for growth here. There's an opportunity for you to move in a new direction, because you do have the choice card. So I feel like you have that free will to choose to stay in this energy of Five of Cups. It's important to allow ourselves that space to grieve, because there could be some sort of loss here, or disappointment, or forgiveness needed. But I feel like you're moving on, right? You're moving on to calmer waters. That's why we have that six. I thought we had that Six of Swords showing up here. So it's moving on to bigger and better. Let's clarify the Five of Cups here. I do feel like you're healing loss. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, because on the other end here is healing loss. So you're moving out of that Three of Swords, because your energy is that Four of Swords. So if you dealt with some sort of loss financially, in a career, or if someone wasn't noticing you, maybe you've been putting yourself out there, this is the month that you are getting recognized. Okay, so you're healing something that may have been very challenging emotionally to you. Let's clarify the Five of Cups, because Spirit just said you're catching that lucky break here, and it may feel like a lucky break, but ultimately it's earned. You've earned that break, because you've definitely gone through some setbacks and some challenges, but I feel like you're coming out of the Five of Cups here. So let's clarify. Eight of Materials. Interesting. We're going to take a look at this, because look at, you have the Eight of Coins, which is the Eight of Materials. That's your challenge. You're going to come out of it. You're going to learn new things. You're going to continue to master your craft, even if you're starting in a new way, a new energy, a new career, a new business, a new whatever this is for you, right? The Eight of Material here is not letting that perfectionist tendency or getting so hard on yourself get in the way of your success. You must take a chance on yourself, because the universe wants you to take a chance on yourself. The universe sees and knows your potential, that sometimes we have that spiritual amnesia, and we forget how powerful we are as beings. So don't forget here, don't forget that you are this master of your own craft, right? Don't forget that you can acquire expertise within as well. And sometimes we get lost thinking that everything is external, but you have the ability to go within and to do some of that deep soul searching, which you've probably already been doing here. But I also sense with this is very fortuitous for those that are in art, design, music, education, healing arts. I'm also getting teacher here as well. Some of you may be teachers, spiritual teachers, or teachers in the professional sense. I'm getting here, could be even vice president that came up earlier for you, or vice principal or vice president. Please take that as it resonates. Now, Eight of Coins. Let's see here. What else do we have for you? This is a challenge you can overcome. Thank you, Spirit. A challenge that will be overcome. Now they want one more card for the Five of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Let's see, a challenge that can be overcome, because you're going to win something. You're going to win. You're going to win that position. You're going to win that promotion. This is an award some of you are getting here. The Moon in reverse. There's clarity coming in here. There's something that's been exposed. It's out in the open. This can be no longer feeling trapped, because what's the opposite of the moon? The sun. So there's clarity coming in here available to you. You're getting yourself up out of this moon. This is the problem that you can resolve. So July looks to be a lot better for you, but there's some sort of risk that Spirit is saying you must take at this time. If you're in it to win it, you got to take this risk. And I feel like there's some sort of risk that you may have been holding back on due to maybe this Eight of Pentacles. Now it's time to take that leap. Very powerful here. All right, Taurus, let's take a look and get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle, and I will read to you the prosperity message. Oh, I love this. I mean, you can't make this up here. Look at your card. It is come to the edge, as we're talking about you taking a risk. It's card 36. Some of you may be 36 years old. You may be born on the 3rd, the 6th, or the 9th, or you may be seeing the 3s, right? We just talked about the 3s showing up, and this could be the number sequence, 3, 6, 9. All right, card 36. What do we have here for Taurus? This is all about courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting risk. Facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. I love this for you. It literally talks about everything, including, trusting in your heart and your soul. If there ever was a time for you, Taurus, to take a leap of faith into the unknown, it is now. This is a perfect moment to take a big risk. The unknown is the only choice, and if you come to the edge, you will discover treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Allow your courage to lead you in spite of your fears. You don't need to know the exact form of what you're going for. The essence is much more powerful, and Spirit has a way of delivering an even better version of prosperity than you could imagine. Take that step. The results will be amazing. Oh, I love this for you. Yes, clarifies. It does clarify here because, again, you have the nugget, the award, and the clover. And even though it hasn't been easy, it's been a little bit of a challenge for a lot of you Taurians, but it's going to be worth it, right? It's going to be worth it. Don't give up here. I know you won't. All right, let's take a look and see what your spirit animal messages are. Now, at this time, Taurus, I just ask if you can, take a deep breath in from the solar plexus, the belly area. Close your eyes and tune into that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows. And I want you, Taurus, to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps this animal is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. This could be an animal that's crossed over the rainbow bridge or one that you have at your home. There is no right or wrong answer, Taurus. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is post your power animals in the comment box below, and I personally will enter you into that free reading giveaway. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss that notification. All right, your animals. You have Bobcat Spirit, card 8, which embodies the energy of the strength. And it says life is a mystery. You also have the Moon card showing up here. So some of you, you've been through it all, right? You've been through the mysteries, but a big part of this is trust. Trusting that you are having this human experience, right? You're a soul having a human experience, and it may feel very, very mysterious at times, but you are being divinely guided, and you have the strength to overcome any challenge that shows up on your path. to teach you, to help you grow, and to help you evolve. So life is a mystery, Bobcat. We also have Vulture. I really like the Vulture because it does talk about nothing being wasted. When you think of vultures, they go for everything, right? They eat every last scrap. Nothing is wasted. So I want you to remember that in terms of your career or life in general. All of the good, the bad, the ugly, the ups and the downs, the highs and the lows, none of it was wasted. Some of you may feel like you've wasted time. You've wasted time on this person, that company, that education, whatever it may be. It's not time wasted. Even though time is valuable, there is great learning and growth opportunities. But our soul knows when a contract needs to be ended, or our soul knows when we are longing for some sort of change. And if you are in the midst of that longing, I certainly feel like change is coming in for you, because nothing is wasted. So don't beat yourself up being upset that you spent so much time on this when you could have been over here, right? You have this opportunity to stay in the present, stay in the now, and focus on playfulness, right? Focus on this page energy. This page is all about playfulness, but it's also about solutions. Don't feel, if you felt disconnected from information, or if you felt like you didn't have the information to move forward, because maybe some of you even felt like someone was talking negatively. I always say what other people say, what other people think is none of your business, right? In the kindest way, right? Because it's typically a projection based on some sort of conditioning or experience that they've been through. That's why you have the deer and it says, bring a gentle touch, right? If somebody did something bad or shady, or they said something or whatever it may have been, it's mostly about them, right? The only thing we can control is our reaction. It's also card 18. 18 is the moon, which we see in clarifying your outcome. Bring a gentle touch to the mix. Don't let someone else come in and cause you to be bitter, cause you to be resentful, remorseful, or angry. Release, let that go. Allow yourself that Four of Swords downtime in the month of July. And whenever you feel that Four of Swords, bring that into your energy more and more, not just in the month of July, but as you journey through life. Stop and pause, reevaluate, regain your bearing, and you can move forward. Keep going. Now, last but not least, Taurus, we're going to take a look at which crystal, gemstone, mineral, or fossil you can work with in the month of July to help you towards your highest path of prosperity. Wow, there's no such thing as coincidence. Who has Aries in their chart? Or if you are a strong Aries cusp, you may want to check out that reading as well, because Aries also received the orange calcite card. And I did shuffle here. So orange calcite card 40 for both of you. That does not happen often. So again, if you have any Aries in your chart, you may want to check this out. All right, this is all about creativity, the pleasure of birthing something new. Okay, this is a very powerful energy of sacral chakra and solar plexus. You are an artist in your own life, and your canvas is before you. What will you make with the time and money available to you? Today, your power to think outside of the box and put old patterns behind you is very strong. For orange calcite magnifies your creative abilities. Imagine how you might think differently about your affluence, or how you might interact with your finances in a new way that is more beneficial to you. Do you need to learn to delegate work to others or pay someone else to do tasks that keep you from your true calling? Orange calcite spirit says that now is the time to be creative in how you translate all that is given to you into the life of meaning and purpose. Spend differently and reconsider how you use your time. Your creative approach to developing prosperity will serve you now. I love this. This is also a firestone. And it does align with that sacral and solar plexus. And it has a gently stimulating rather than overwhelming energy. And it can be really beneficial, Taurus, when it comes to overcoming shyness as well as depression. And when you meditate with this, it can help bring about more courage as well. So finding that courage, stepping into your power. For those of you that are still feeling the struggles of maybe that Three of Swords, you're allowing yourself to rest. Orange calcite can really help you come out of that shell, heal, financially recover quicker than maybe you would have. Now, it doesn't mean you have to go out and purchase this crystal, unless of course you want to, but you can just meditate on the energy here of orange calcite. Ask your guides, ask the angels to bring in this healing energy towards your energy field, and ask for this healing dynamic. Ask for more courage as well, because you are brave. You have this 9 of Wands. So Taurus, yes, you may feel like a wounded warrior at times, but this is calling for you to really come to the edge. And remember, that is your final card here, coming to the edge. I hope this resonates for you, Taurus. A very powerful month of healing, recovering. There is a lucky break coming in here. You're absolutely going to pay your payoffs, right? There's a payoff showing up here. Advancement, harmony, growth, unions. You're going to make decisions here that are based on love and not so much logic, right? It doesn't mean you're not using your brain, but it does mean that you're not over analyzing something and letting the mind talk you out of what the heart wants. So thank you so much for tuning in, Taurus. Please feel free again to post your power animals in the comment box below to enter into that free reading giveaway. And also, if you are vibing with this channel, I'd love for you to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channel messages out there to those that need it most. Thank you again so much for tuning in. Lots of love.